Patrick Hicks Music Stories presents Every Grammys Ever, the 28th Annual Grammy Awards, February 25th, 1986. So the big winner last year was Lionel Richie, the big winner the year before that was Michael Jackson, and this year the big winners are both of them, who worked on the USA for Africa song We Are the World. That song won the most awards tonight with 4. It won Song of the Year, which was the first win in that category for Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie. Michael had been nominated before for both Beat It and Billie Jean, which canceled each other out, and this was Lionel Richie's 6th nomination. It beat out Money for Nothing by Dire Straits, Don Henley's The Boys of Summer, which had cleaned up at the MTV Video Awards this year, and I Want to Know What Love Is by Foreigner. We Are the World also won Record of the Year, and for Record of the Year, it beat out not just Money for Nothing and The Boys of Summer, but also Huey Lewis and the News' The Power of Love, and Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA, which was the title track of the album that was already nominated last year. Julian Lennon is actually nominated tonight for Best New Artist, along with Freddie Jackson, Katrina and the Waves, and Aha. But the winner is the band, and yes, it is a band, Sade. Also tonight we saw a Lifetime Achievement Award being given to the Rolling Stones, who actually showed up to accept it. I would have refused after how much disrespect the Grammys had given them over the years.
To all the people that took the piss, the joke's on you. Thank you very much.
Now here are the nominees for Album of the Year. Song and Record of the Year nominees Dire Straits are nominated for their album Brothers in Arms. Newcomer Whitney Houston, who somehow didn't get a Best New Artist nomination, is nominated for her debut album, Whitney Houston. USA for Africa is nominated for We Are the World. And then you've got 2 artists from huge bands who have relatively recently gone solo. Genesis' Phil Collins for No Jacket Required, and The Police's Sting with The Dream of the Blue Turtles. But before we get to the winner, let's talk about some albums from 1985 that were not nominated. Once again, any kind of alternative, college rock, punk, post-punk music is completely ignored by the Academy. It's not until the 1990s that they will finally introduce some Best Alternative awards. And so this year you have some absolute classics ignored. You have Kate Bush's The Hounds of Love. We've talked about before how Kate Bush is criminally ignored by the Grammys. The Smiths' Meat is Murder, The Replacement's Tim, you have one of The Cure's best, The Head on the Door. You've also got the debut album by Megadeth, Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. And you've got some early hip-hop classics, LL Cool J's Radio and Run DMC's King of Rock. You've also got an album that is kind of surprising was not nominated for anything, Madonna's Like a Virgin. If there's one thing that the Grammys are actually good at, it's usually when recognizing that there is a new, exciting voice in pop music. Other genres not so much, but they usually nail it when it comes to pop, and they drop the ball on Madonna. She'll get her first nomination, but nothing for this album. And the Grammy goes to...
No Jacket Required, Phil Collins, Steve Patrick.
Phil Collins, No Jacket Required. This is actually Phil Collins' 3rd solo album. He had some solo albums that went back to Genesis, but then went back to solo again, and this one was huge. It features singles like Sussudio and Take Me Home, and is one of the best-selling albums of all time. It sold over 25 million copies worldwide. And the song Sussudio is, of course, a personal favorite of Patrick Bateman. So I think the Recording Academy made a pretty good choice here.
Do you like Phil Collins?
Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time for the highs and lows of the 29th Annual Grammy Awards in 1987.